All right, students, this week for our discussion question, we are going to look at a program called NEPRIS with our career in mind. Up here, you'll just want to type NEPRIS.com, nepris.com, and it'll take you to this web page here that you'll see. Now, I already have an account, but many of you will have to sign up, so you'll just log in. And then here, I've already got my information in. You can sign in with your Google account, or you can sign up for free. Okay. Then once you get done, we want to go back to that NEPRIS page, and then go ahead and log in. I'm going to see here. Let me back up a second. You can sign up right here, and then you just tell them that you're a student, and it'll ask your name, your birth date, and then continue, and it'll create an account so that you can log in. Anyways, back on our home page, I'm going to log in right now. And it should open up to a page like this. Now, this NEPRIS program is pretty cool, I think. It allows you to go in and see all kinds of different industry chats, videos that have been recorded from people that are professionals in whatever industry it is. So for many of you here, you may already know that you want to be an automotive technician, or you know that you want to maybe explore auto tech with biology and mathematics, whatever it may be. So this gives you a great tool to kind of go and take a look at it. It's got a lot of features to it, but I want to focus on one this week, and it's over here on the left, the Career Explorer. And then I want you to go under Explore Careers, and it'll open up this page here. It's called Career Explorer. From here, I think because we're in the automotive business right now, or at least automotive classes, let's go ahead and search in here, automotive. I'm going to type in automotive, and then I will click search. And what it does is it pulls down all of the jobs that it sees as they're related to the automotive field. And what I would like you guys to do is to go through here and just scroll through and, you know, pick out 3 or 4 of these that interest you the most, you know, some certain things. So I don't know, maybe I'm interested in engineering, right? And I want to add it to a compare, and it'll pull up a window. I can add another career and type in automotive again. And let's see, oh, mechanic. So that's another one that's pretty related to probably some areas. I add another one. Oh, geez, I'm not spelling right. Automotive. So automotive, and let's see here. Automotive engineering technicians. I think that's the same one, isn't it? Where engineering teachers, career technical teachers. Maybe some of you guys want to be a teacher at some point, right? Secondary schools. So this would be middle school, then high school, and then this would be like adult education, or even like what I do here at the college. Let's add that one, see what it does. And you get 3 different jobs here that pull up. And I guess we could add a 4th just for... Well, I'm having such tough time typing automotive, but there's automotive. And let's say I'm also thinking about auto body, for example, whatever. We'll just add it in. So now I got these 4 different jobs, and I want you to pay attention. At the top line here, the median salary is the average salary that these jobs pull down. And then below that is what they call the 90th percentile. So that's the top 10% of the people in that career, what they're making. So what it's trying to say is that the job starts at 90,000. Or that's the, I'm sorry, it didn't start. That's the average salary you could expect to make, and with the potential of, you know, in the right conditions, right situation, getting your salary up to 141,000 a year. And I think this is important. Even with my own son, we discuss salaries and you know, jobs that will provide for him in the future. Because we want to look at this. You want to make sure you get in a career, right, that is going to support yourself and potentially a family. And these numbers will change based on where you live in the U.S. Obviously, California is probably going to be a little bit on the higher end of this average salary, simply because of the cost of living. Versus if you lived like in Wisconsin, you might expect to make a little less than this, just because of the demographics. Below this, you'll see the career outlook. So this is another one to kind of pay attention to. You know, and again, you have to look at this and go, you know, does it make sense to also think about it? It's saying here that the automotive engineers, the career outlook's average, so it's growing. And it's saying that the career outlook for automotive technicians is below average. So it doesn't see it expanding at the same rate as other jobs. Now, I tend to think that usually when I look at automotive statistics and numbers that these guys have a lot of this stuff incorrect because they don't know how to get the data compiled, because we have many auto service technicians that are in a variety of different careers. They're not all like in the same kind of branch that do a lot of different things for fleets, for dealerships, and for independents, and then even for your you know, mass shops like Pep Boys and Discount Tires and different things like this. So I don't usually, when I look at this, I go, I don't know if I really believe any of that, because I get calls all the time for people looking for technicians. And then once you get past this, one of the areas that I really wanted to point out to you guys is I want you to look at the educational requirements, okay? Make sure that you understand what it is. If you want to get into engineering, you're going to probably need a bachelor's degree. And the reason I like you to look at this is because I want you to plan ahead on what you may need to do for your future, or at least your tracking here at college. I'd hate to see any of you taking classes that don't lead you down the path to what your ultimate goals are. And you may not know right now, and that's okay, but it's a good idea to start taking a look and kind of get a general sense of what the educational requirements are. Also, look at what they do, look at what the tasks are, make sure that you look at the skill sets, right? These skill sets are super important, and make sure, right, that the work styles and so forth, that does this fit the type of person that you are? Are you willing to wake up every day for your working careers, which I would imagine most of you by the time you get out of college will work, you know, 40, 50 years in a career. And do you see yourself being good? These are the types of things that you like. You go, hey, you know what? I know that I'm totally not dependable. Like, I just can't get to work on time. I don't wake up at the same time. I don't go to bed at the same time. You know, people often ask things of me and I often forget. You may want to look for something that doesn't require that quality, although it'll be hard pressed to find a job like that. As well, you'll look down here, look at your personalities here, and make sure those traits align with you. Once you find one that you think is interesting, right, let's just take a look at, I'll just stick right on the engineering one. Click on the Learn More button. And when you get here, it's going to get a little bit more into detail about what they do, the tasks, knowledge, skills, the education, bachelor's degree, right? It gets a little bit more specific. It shows you the job outlook for the particular states that you may be considering. And then there'll be some videos down here as well that are related to different things that are going on in the automotive industry that you may find worthwhile. So I would definitely encourage you to take a look at this. You can also see down here that they're showing some of the hot topics that you're needing to learn in that technology. So if you were in college right now, I may want to make sure that I take some classes that offer, you know, CAD training, right? That may be very important to kind of look at these things to get myself properly prepared as I get ready to go into that field. Okay, so now that you've seen a little bit of what Nepris has to offer and took some time to research some jobs that were of interest to you, I'm going to put on the next page a couple of prompts that I'd like you to answer. But basically what I'm looking for is, what career did you choose that you thought would be best fitting for you, right? And that could be more than one. When you looked at those careers, what did you see that was of interest to you in that field specifically? And then what I'd like you to do is a little bit more of a deeper thought process, is reflect on where you are today in your career path. For many of you, since you're in, you know, you may be in your early part of your program or the mid part of your program, is your college courses that you've selected on track to meet the goals of this career path that you've chosen? And if it's not, this is a great time to sit there and go, man, I better get in touch with my counselor over in academics and figure out what classes I need to adjust so that I'm going down the path of where I want to go. So that when I go to apply for that job, when I get done with my education, that I actually, have a good opportunity or chance of getting that position. All right. So again, on the next page or next slide that you're going to see here, I want you to go ahead and answer those questions for me, and I'll put up prompts for you. Thanks a lot, guys.